Mike?
Mike, Mexico Mike is what they call me. Yeah. Really, that's my pen name.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm Mexico Mike, and I have a last name, it's Nelson. I wasn't born Mexico Mike, but I could change that, and I couldn't change anything else in my life. So, the name is because I've lived in Mexico, I travel all over Mexico, and I write books about it. And I really love the country, and I've got a feeling for it. So, that's the main part of my life story. I mean, as a kid, it started, you know, I was born in New Mexico, and shortly thereafter moved to Texas, and just kind of had your run-of-the-mill childhood. As a child, I went to Mexico, and there was a really amazing thing that happened. That I got this feeling about the country that was just kind of went to my soul, and it really touched me. And I can't just explain it. It was the smells and the sounds and the people, and my dad was like a real ugly American, and somehow or another that didn't rub off on me, and the culture did. So I've been going there since the 60s, and I've seen a lot of changes. So I'm one of those lucky writers who makes a living. I get paid to write. And for years I wrote a guidebook for people who drive their cars all over Mexico. And that was a great gig, and it lasted for 15 years. And in the course of that, the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal and lots of people did stories about me. And that was pretty cool, because I got to like spread the word, kind of like an evangelist for how good Mexico is. And a couple of years ago, I went out on my own, started publishing my own books, and I've got one called Live Better South of the Border, about living in Mexico and working. You know, the funny thing about that is that most of the people who are interested are in their 30s to 50s rather than those who are older, because more and more people want to just get out of this rat race that we're in, and they want to go to where it's easier and less expensive to live. So I give seminars on that throughout California at learning annexes and stuff. And then I really love hot springs. So I was investigating the hot springs of Mexico, and I used to have arthritis. Like at 30 years old, I had arthritis. I couldn't walk. And by going to the hot springs and soaking in the mineral waters, it got better. And now I don't really have a problem, and I attribute that to the hot springs. And a lot of them are radioactive. So, which is good, because that means that if you're in too long, you'll start glowing in the dark. You know it's time to get out.
Colder it is, the less active. Approximately, on a weekend it's better. During the week, probably maybe anywhere from 10 to 15 on a weekday. And then weekend, you sell like a whole tray. You know, maybe a whole tray or more.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sometimes people every now and then will come up and buy the whole tray. And it's like if they got a real bad problem, like whitefly or aphid.
So they eat.
They eat bugs. Bugs that eat bugs. It's a natural pesticide meant not to use poisons, more or less. You know, ever since Vietnam, I've been kind of against that. You know, because that Agent Orange, and I seen what it did over there.
Oh, really?
It tore it up. Yeah. There's nothing growing in those areas today.
Nobody went?
This is 30-some years later, and there's nothing growing in the area now. You know, and then a lot of people have ailments behind that, which is not nice. You know, when I came back from Nam, I laid my guns down. I didn't hunt no more. I didn't do nothing no more. You know, I traveled. I went around to see what I was supposedly defending, which was a big farce. You know, there was no defense of anything there. So, you know, it was all a big political game. you know, ploy on people and the poor, you know. So, you know, I've stepped away from all that now. I kind of broken away from society too. That's why I do my thing.
Hi, how are you?
You speak Spanish?
No.
No? Nothing?
What is your name?
Victor?
Victor.
Sí.
You
Your
Mexican?
name? Yes.
Oh.
Your name?
Dorothea.
Garcia?
Yeah. How do you like Mexico?
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Oh. No speak Spanish? Nothing? Nothing?
Very little. Un poco.
¿Poco? ¿No vienes a México seguido? O sea, no. Like, come on. You come on a Mexican.
No,
Visitar?
no. Sorry.
So, I guess I was just wondering, do any people try to go across in the water there and at this point? Or?
Sometimes. It's not that common anymore.
Oh, really?
It's getting colder, so.
How long have you been working for
About
that?
2.5 years.
2.5 years? How is it?
It's nice. It's a good job. Not too much going on though.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty much just watching and waiting.
Kind of like, how would you put it? Maintaining a presence so they know you're here.
Oh, okay.
In a way, it's kind of a deterrent.
So has that fence always been going all the way out to the water? Or is...
Since I've gotten here, 2.5 years ago, it's been here. I mean, people do cross every day, but it's small amounts.
Oh, okay.
So I got here about 2:30 and no one's crossing. So it's kind of slow out here by the beach.
Oh, yeah.
San Diego slowed down a lot the last couple of years.
So people try to cross more further east?
Yeah, they go farther out east in the mountains and the deserts. Out here, kind of on Sundays, people try to cross. A lot of families come out and have picnics, and people try to sneak over the fence and blend in with them and get rides.
Oh, okay.
Try to smuggle them out here.
People climb over the fence? Or...
Yeah, what they'll do is, like, over here, there's holes in the fence, and they'll try to distract somebody. So if I was, like, talking to you, they might try to distract me, and they'll sneak somebody through the fence and try to mingle in with the crowd.
Oh, okay.
And they'll try to give them a ride out. They'll set it up.
So when you catch people, then you...
Yeah, if we catch somebody that's a Mexican, we'll take them back to our station. We'll process them, take their fingerprints, take a picture of them, put them on record, and then we'll take them to port of entry and send them back to Mexico.
So the bus looks like your bus. Well, nicer than your bus. Yeah. But it's so sad.
Hi, I'm Magdalena Velasco, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up in both United States and Mexico. I'm kind of one of those people that's in both cultures. I get to be Mexicana and I get to be Americana, I guess. I had the fortune of being born in Oklahoma, of all places, an Okie. So after that, my parents moved up to Davis, California, and I got to be up there in the 60s. And come around when I was 8 years old, I got to go back to Mexico. My parents are both Mexican, and that was interesting because my first language was, the first spoken language was English, but my parents would speak Spanish to me. So I arrived in Mexico and had to learn Spanish very quickly. It took me about 2 weeks, and then I got it pretty good. After that, I came up to Tucson after like 11 years in Hermosillo, and I ended up going to college, Pima College. It's been a real educational experience because, coming up here was the beginning of my adulthood, and I ended up realizing a lot of the values that my parents gave to me, like, just the fact that I'm Mexican and I can really, relate to what the struggles are. I live in a border region in Tucson, and some of the struggles are still alive and well. So as a woman, I've been able to see that, the struggles continue, the colonization is still happening, and I get to be a part of the change. And that's one of the reasons why I really like video, because I get to express what I feel.
If the cat ever catches the mouse, if the cat ever catches the mouse, if the cat ever catches the mouse, then this will be the end of the world.
You're going to come to this door, down these 55 steps. Come over here to the Missile Launch Control Center. And that room is where the Air Force crew spent much of their 24-hour duty stretch out here. Now, these crews consisted of 4 persons. Occasionally there were women on these crews, as well as men. Crew came out here from Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, that's in Tucson. Got here about 9 o'clock in the morning, went down there, went on duty, stayed there until they were relieved the next day by another crew. At this particular site we have here, there was a crew on duty down there night and day for 20 years. Now, they were down there just for one basic purpose. And that, of course, was to launch their weapon, if they ever got a lawful order to do so.
Ready to help me go through that simulated launch, man? Okay, I'll play your deputy commander and count down for you. You just push the key in and turn it to your right. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. Hold it. Okay, you can let go now. Next light, silo soft, means the door is opening. The silo is considered soft and vulnerable. Next light, guidance, go. Everything else on board the missile is now beginning to happen. The hydrazine and the oxidizer are now beginning to flow towards the rocket launcher for ignition, and when we have ignition, the next light will come on that says fire engine. You're going to hear a loud klaxon sound and blinking red lights down here. Blinking red lights means the silo's on fire. And when the last light comes on that says liftoff, the world famous liftoff as it just did, the missile's gone. So in 30 to 35 minutes, Target 2 will cease to exist. In one way, it was deliberately created kind of dumb. It's like you take a rifle and fire a bullet from it where you've aimed the rifle, that's where that bullet's going to go. Because once this missile is outside of the silo, we could not change its course, and it did not have a destruct package on it like the missiles that are fired today from the Cape or Vandenberg. Excuse me, it's logical to assume that if we could do something with it, our adversaries could do something with it also, and we didn't want that happening. So all the crews could do at that particular point in time would be try to put the fires out on the silo, close your door, and sit back and wait for further orders and hope that there was a world to come back to. They had enough recirculated air, food, water, and supplies to last them approximately 30 days.
In July 1984, the 390th Strategic Missile Wing was officially deactivated. The missile sites are gone, and the people who worked in support of the mission have left for other Air Force assignments. Little remains to remind people that for 22 years, a select group of people stood guard 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to protect the rights and freedoms that we enjoy in the United States.
My name is Lawrence Parker, and I've been here 2.5 years, and I got in 37 fights, and each one of those times is just a knockout. I've been beating up people, and I'm getting tired of it. Now, me and my girlfriend, she left me just a while ago in the bus. She could go see her niece, and it's been hectic. It's been hurt, you know. And I've been all over the world, but this town is the worst town I've been in. It sucks. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
It sucks. There's people that want to kill me now, and there's some black dudes that want to kill me, and it's okay, because I'm still alive. I can put pigeons to sleep in this park. I've done it. You want me to show you?
Yeah, but maybe after the 5 minutes.
Okay. I'll feed him some bread, and they'll get close to me, and I'll catch one, and I'll put him to sleep. And I'll wake him up, and he'll just go away. That's the way I want the people to do me. Getting tired of fighting. Look at my hands. God bless America. And bless me too, because I'm tired of fighting. Everybody thinks I'm the 36th knockout. That's what they call me. And I'm not. I just want to be happy and pleased. And I don't want to fight nobody no more. But if I have to, I will. My granddaughter, I love her. Her name is Girlfriend, and she's my baby girl. And 2 minutes left.
2 minutes.
I love Rachel. Her nickname's Raquel. And she looks like a buffalo. No, not really, not a buffalo. It's my girlfriend. But that's the way it is. And this is lentil. Lentil. I'm gonna put a pigeon to sleep, I guess. I got a friend. They broke his leg. His girlfriend. Now it's my turn to break her leg or something. I love you, God. And I know God loves me. That's all. Rocking my baby in a sweet dream. When I love you, I just say good morning. Wake him up now. Go eat. You never seen that, huh? Never, huh?
No.
They call me the pigeon man.
What do I like about where I live? I look at the camera instead of the keyboard. I like most things. I live in Tucson, Arizona. So I like mountains, cactus. I like the heat most of the time. I like the dry heat.
What do I like about Tucson? I love the summer. I love the winters because they're not cold. I come from up north, and then, believe me, 9 years living right here in Tucson, I'm not going back north. The weather down here is beautiful compared to being up there. 70 below zero, no thank you, I will not live in it again. 9 years of living right here, you can't get me back north.
Hi, it's Rob Schultz, born and raised in Tucson, Arizona. Love it here, the desert, the mountains, the people. It's kind of our own melting pot of the states. We got everybody. And I got family here. Great.
Click the mouse.
Hi, what I like about living in Tucson is that this is a place where I can just walk down the street and be on TV. Bye.
I didn't click the mouse.
What do you like about Tucson?
I like Tucson because they have good nachos here.
I like Tucson because it's very close to Mexico, and there's a lot of things that are like Mexico. It's very backwards, I guess. We haven't advanced too much. We're about 10 years behind. And the nice thing about it is that we can actually be part of the change.
I guess the best way to answer what do I like where I live, since I live so many different places, time to time I'll address it as a consciousness, and the consciousness is love. And I like living in the consciousness of love because it's a constant challenge, a growing bliss every day. And if I could share that joy with you through this through this tape, you know, then it'd make my life even greater, you know. I mean, thank you for the moment. Have a nice day.
What I like about Tucson is that it's all hot and it's cool because you can see all the animals and stuff, and there's lots of scorpions and spiders, and I like catching spiders to feed to my lizards and all that stuff, so that's what I like about Tucson.
It's a living documentary. It's a living documentary.